So what should we do before we take these actions? The first one is the key regions. The China plan is used to be the most polluted in the area in the world. You can tell the difference for the PM2.5 in the Yangtze River Delta and Pearl River Delta in South China. So there is a huge gap. So firstly, we focus on the North China Plain, the Beijing, Tianjin, and Hebei province, the so-called BTH region. So this is the key regions in China for PM2.5 control, for the smog control. Next one. Secondly is the key seasons. We also have pollution seasons, the so-called smog season. So winter and autumn. Because in the winter in North China, we have to burn the coals for heating. There is the very long period, about 5 months period of heating season. So there used to be 40 million families use the coals for heating. So this is the key seasons. You can tell the difference between this color. The y-axis is the cities. The exercise is every year, every month. You can see there is a very dark red in the winter. This means the quality is very bad there. Next one, please. My team also leads the first version of the PM2.5 source apportionment in China. It's in the year of 2013 to 16. We collected the samples from more than 50 cities in North China and helped also the other regions in this country. Most of them based on the BTH region. You can see the biggest contributor is the coal burning and the industry and the traffics. So we need to mark the biggest contributors of the pollution. The next one. And of course, there is totally different stories about the heavy pollution episode. There is a pollution season, but day by day, the pollution episode will happen. Maybe last a few days, maybe a week. So we develop a brand new method, the so-called real-time source apportionment. It's the hourly average, so we can tell the difference of the sources in the heavy pollution episode. So this is the case, is the first red alarm for the air pollution. Heavy pollution episode happened in Beijing. It happened in the December of 2015. This is the case when I reported this result to the minister, Professor Chen Jining. Now he is the chairman of the Shanghai. Next one, please. So the first one for the structural control is the coal burning. You can tell the difference between other seasons and winter. So 50% come from the coal. So the central government and local governments make very tough decisions. That means we use 3 or 5 years to replace all the 40 million families to help them to replace their fuels. We use electricity and natural gas to replace the coals. So now it's totally different. We can tell the difference from the chemical composition from PM2.5. 10 years before, it's sulfate. Most of them come from the sulfuric dioxide emitted from the coal burning, and now it's nitrate. It's mainly come from the industry and the traffic. Next one. So the industries, we are all developing countries. We have a biggest family of the industries in the world. That means there's 3.5 million factories for manufacturing industries in China. But we need to keep this alive. We need the products for the living of our the jobs for the citizens. So how to deal with this conflicts? We divided the whole family of the industry into 4 categories. The A, B, C, and D. A level is the best one. We need to protect them. When there is a heavy pollution happened, they are allowed to produce. But for the case of the C and D, they are not that good. But the government will give them time to improve. And they need to pay money. They need to have the willing to improve. But if they don't accomplish their mission in a certain period of time, they will be driven out of the market. For the most part is B-level industries. So we will send our experts to the factory and cooperate with the owners of the factory and help them to improve. Most of them are willing to, they have the money, they have the facilities, but they don't know how to use it properly. Next one, please. Then is the traffic. So most of the, in the past 10 years, most of the traffic has been, the cargo transport has been replaced by the railway and waterway, and also we renew the burning of the oils, the gasolines, the diesels. You can tell the colors from different version. And a lot of EVs, new EVs, was promoted to be used in the short distance transportation. Next one, please. For the dust, just in the morning, experts present that the dust emission is a very important source of Pakistan. So it's also happening in China. In the past 10 years, it's just the most important period of the urbanization in our country. So a lot of construction fields, a lot of road dust. So we make full use of the satellites. So these satellites can help us to address every single one, to study them and to adjust them if they have try their best to control the dust. And also we develop some local sensors and fix this sensor on the top of the taxis. And with the help of these taxis, and they can draft the dust map of the city, of the whole city. So the mayors and the governors can use their the dust cannons to focus on the red part, the most polluted road. So it can save a lot of money. So next one. So behind this is the science. We are also a developing country. We have a limit of the money, a lot of the fundings. Just now, some the bankers, they are very focused on the financial support. We also worry about that. But our scientists, this is the rules we played. So in the past 10 years, we have a joint research center. It's located, headquarters located in our campus in Greece. So there is a very big group of scientists. There is more than 2,000 people, scientists here behind this. And all the scientists is join this NAPC, the Joint Research Center, to help the policymakers to make the right decision. Next one, please. So this is the Joint Research Center played, and they will help the policymakers, not only the Ministry of Ecology and Environmental Protection, but also the agriculture management, steel refinery, traffic, and other ministries. And also they will serve for the governors and mayors for the provinces and cities. And there is a so-called 2+26 cities in North China. The first two is Beijing and Tianjin. Because there are a lot of scientists, we divide this into 28 groups. And every single group will go to one city to stay there in the heating season, in the polluted season, to help the mayors and the governors to make the decision. So they will tell what is most pollutant, when the heavy pollution episode will be happen, and where the source is, where the emission is, and who will be the most responsible for the sources and how to solve it. Next one. So this is what we've done in the past 10 years with the help of the scientists, the monitoring station, monitoring networks. We use the satellites with the super stations to do the real-time source apportionment. We also renew the emission inventories every month. So all these fundamental research works can be used to make the decisions. Next one. And we also help the central government to establish a heavy pollution emergency response system. That means before the coming of the pollution episode, our forecasting system will tell the government and where the sources come from. So we'll take some emergency actions, of course, to reduce some manufacturing capacities for certain area. So based on the A, B, C, D categories. So the A level, when there is a heavy pollution episode happen, the A-level factories still can produce as before. Also, next one. So there is one of the most important part is one city, one policy. There is also a huge imbalance between cities and cities. We only have one Beijing. Beijing is the capital city. They have the very unique resources the local governments have money, but not all the cities have the similar capacity. So that's why we need to do the one city, one policy. We have to do the social apportionment to everyone and help the mayors to draft their own roadways. Next one. So with the help of the regional air pollution control actions and also the one city, one policy, so you can see the difference in the past 10 years. The PM2.5 decreased by 64%, but without effect of the increase of the GDP. Next, please. This is, you can tell the difference. We just use 7 years. Beijing in the year of 2013, the PM2.5 is 89, and now is 30. Now it's lower than 30. Next one, please. We also have a lot of international cooperations, especially in South Asia and Southeast Asia. And now the air pollution is in South Asia is the most polluted area for PM2.5, and also in Southeast Asia there is a sharp increase of PM2.5. So we also have a cooperation with ECMOD and Pakistan. Next one. And last year, the chief minister also visited the MEE, the Minister of Ecology and Environment Protection, meet our minister, and they have agreements, and we will have a joint team to study the source and to help the Punjab to establish the observation system. So I'm very lucky and very honored to be the representative and the chief scientist of the Chinese part. And I deeply hope that in the next few years we can work together and also do something for the good of the improvement of the air quality in Punjab, in Lahore. I thank you. I also believe that the PM2.5 is solvable. It can be solved. And also can be solved in a properly, in a better way, without the effect of our development. And I think this will be the so-called high-quality development, and this will be a very important part of our brotherhood between these two countries. Thank you.